This goes out to all the single men and single women. Hi, my name is Anita and I'm with Better Love Movement. I want to issue this invitation to you to join us over on Skool. I want to give you a free 30-day trial to Singles Seeking Soulmate, where you can join us in learning all the relationship skills that you're going to need to find and keep the person of your dreams. Just email me today at info@betterlovemovement.com and I will get that invite sent out right to you. Thank you, and I hope to see you soon. Good afternoon. So I have been sent a couple of different videos in the last 2 days, and I just wanted to talk about them. And I'm trying to understand where women are today in 2025. I really want to understand this. We say we don't want men or we don't need men, but yet we keep finding ourselves in these god-awful, precarious situations with men. And I believe a huge part of the problem is that women no longer have a universal standard for men. We no longer are receiving the necessary teaching from our elders, from our sage women, our older, wiser women. We no longer have a universal standard. There are too many women that are falling between the cracks, and you're doing more harm to yourself than anybody, but you're also doing harm to the collective. When you accept less than, when you put up with nonsense, when you find yourself being physically abused by a man, when you find yourself being chronically cheated on by a man, emotionally abused by a man, like, you're hurting the collective, you're hurting yourself, but you're also very much hurting the collective. So that is why we have to do better. I live in this space as a sage woman. That is the age range in which I fall. I am the sage woman. I am the wise older woman who prides myself on trying to advise and guide and direct younger women. But either these women don't know, don't show, don't care, don't want to know. I don't know. Because all I live and breathe to do is to teach you and to guide you and to warn you. That's it. I'm not your competition. Please understand this. If you are a woman between the ages of 18 and 45, I'm not your competition. I'm not your competition. You don't have to worry about me, sweetheart. Okay? I'm only here to help you be better. That's the only reason why I exist to women who are between 18 and 45. I'm here to kick game. I'm here to wake you up so you can stop going through all of the nonsense that you're going through. And you're going through it for no reason. You are going through the stuff you're going through for no reason at all. So let me tell you about some of the videos I've received. I've received a 20-part, I don't know how many parts, but I received a multiple-part video from a lawyer, a female lawyer who is being physically abused, beaten up, tortured, all this craziness. Now, this is her making the videos now, by her DL boyfriend, by her bisexual boyfriend. I can't make this up. Her unemployed bisexual boyfriend or DL boyfriend. Y'all, God. Here's what a lot of y'all need to do. You need to stop getting more and more and more degrees. Because right now, y'all got me thinking that getting more and more degrees is making you dumber. That's what y'all got me believing. Y'all got me thinking that women getting higher education is erasing their common sense. Like the more degrees and the more credentials you get, the less common sense you got. That's what y'all got me believing right now. So please stop getting degrees, because it is making you the dumbest woman in the world as far as common sense. It don't make sense. And then the level of red flags. The guy doesn't work. You know, he don't have anything. Why are you entertaining this dude? And she talking about, oh, he almost kept me from my European trip, and I didn't take him on the trip because he didn't have no money. I didn't want to have to pay for him. What are you doing dating this dude? What? Then the next video I get is from Hardly Initiated about the, talking about the fitness trainer, the celebrity fitness trainer, who's 9 months pregnant, as she's sitting on the show, telling the story about how a week ago she found out that the father of her child has cheated on her with over 25 women. How do y'all get in these scenarios? How do you find yourself in these scenarios with these men? And look, he don't have nothing. He don't have no car. He living at home with his family. How? Why are you tolerating men that have nothing to lose? One of the greatest pieces of advice, and you know what? I'm a say it's my fault, right? I'm a blame myself for this one. I have been working on the 21 Feminine Principles, and I have put that book down. I've been working on that book, but I put that book down. I need to pick it back up. Can I be honest? Anita, you need to pick that book back up, and you need to get on your job and finish the 21 Principles. Because one of the first feminine principles is you never deal with a man who has nothing to lose. Now, you can take that advice and apply it however you want, but I don't deal with men that have absolutely nothing to lose. They don't have a license of some sort. They don't have a career of some sort. They don't own a home. They don't have a vehicle. They don't have, y'all are messing with these men who have absolutely nothing to lose. They beat you to a pulp, because what's going to happen if you call the police? They're going to get locked up. They ain't got no job to be at the next day. They don't have nothing. They don't have no career. Like, come on. Do not entertain men that have nothing to lose. The base level is a man that has whatever you have. Right? So if I have a business, he have a business. If I work, he work. If I have a home, he have a home. If I have a car, he have a car. If I have some kids, he got kids. Right? If I got something to lose, he better have something to lose. Red flags just waving. And the fitness girl, she known this dude all of 6 months, and she's pregnant by him. So this whole thing, this is what I don't understand. And it's just like that Wizard Liz girl. The Wizard Liz, the girl, again, giving y'all the femininity advice, giving y'all the dating advice. She known this dude that she in a relationship with and engaged to, got pregnant by him. See, who are y'all listening to? These women know these men for 6 months, and they're engaged and pregnant. And these are the people, like, this is what is mind altering. You won't listen to someone who has lived experience. You won't listen to someone who's in y'all's words, old. You won't listen to someone who's old. You won't listen to someone who has lived experience. You won't listen to someone who has clinical experience. You won't listen to a professional. You listening to Wizard Liz. How old is this girl? 30? Dating some guy, and 6 months later or a year later, they're engaged, she's pregnant, and now she's finding out he's cheating on her. You got the fitness instructor. She known him for 6 months. Oops, I'm pregnant. Like, grown women don't know how babies are made. This is like mind altering. Y'all don't know that penises inside of vaginas make babies? Y'all don't know that? That when penis enters vagina, babies are made. But oops, I'm pregnant. And look, I go and tell him about it, and he asked me to get an abortion. He asked me to get an abortion. And I don't get an abortion, and the relationship continues. Like, I mean, I can't make this up. These people, what is happening? There is absolutely no standard. And then you make all of this public knowledge. You go on your platform and make it public knowledge. You go on this show and make it public knowledge. You make TikTok videos about it. And I really want to understand why. Oh, and it's a cautionary tale, or, oh, I want my voice to be heard. I will not be silenced. And, oh, I'm doing this for me. I'm doing it. No, what? You have some other motive. You have some other motive because it looks bad. Can I say that? It looks bad. You on the internet crying and whining about a man that you chose, a bad man, a man that you did not vet, a man that you did not have other people you know vet, a man that you did not have family and friends, or what? And then the lawyer girl got beat to a pulp, got hospitalized by this dude. The dude keep coming around. Now she have a protective order. He keep calling. He keep texting. I'm just like, this is unbelievable. And you're talking about it like, yeah, isn't this horrible? Isn't this person horrible? Isn't what happened to me horrible? Like, okay, but I'm not sure how to feel about it. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm not sure how to feel about these cautionary tales that y'all post. Women have got to go inside. They have got to do the inner work. And they've got to be around other healthy women to do it. But it's an epidemic of low self-esteem and low self-worth. You mean to tell me you'd rather be with a DL man who beats you to a pulp than be by yourself? There is something really wrong going on in the world. That's your option? You'd rather be with a man you barely know, getting pregnant by him. He asked you to get rid of the baby. You can't do it in good conscience, but the relationship continues. And when you're 8.5 months pregnant, come to find out, he's sleeping with all these women unprotected. He's paying women for sex and having sex with you unprotected. What is happening? Why are women so clueless? And you have these platforms out here. You have people out here talking to you all and trying to teach you something, but you don't want to learn. You don't want to learn. How many times has a person told me, wow, you only have like 8,000 subscribers? You don't have more subscribers? No, because people don't want anything healthy. They don't want to learn. They don't want to listen to someone who may actually have good, reasonable advice for them. No. There are other channels that have 2, 3, 400,000, 1 million, have 1 million subscribers, talking crazy, don't have any lived experience, don't have any clinical experience, just out here talking. Like I said, it is what it is. I don't feel a way about it. The people I help is the people I help. But the honest to God truth is, people are not ready for that level of accountability and personal responsibility. Platforms like mine will stay small, right? My Instagram has 75,000, 76,000 followers. I'm not rocking 400,000 followers. I'm not rocking 1 million followers. People are not ready for that level of truth. They're not. But the fact that these women are going on these social media platforms and telling these stories and oh, this is to warn other women, baby, they're not going to listen to you. They don't listen to me. They're not going to listen to you. Women are out here learning the hard way. That should be y'all's name. Learning the hard way. Don't you realize that wise people learn from the mistakes of others? They don't need to go out here and do dumb stuff like just meet a man and get pregnant by him. So that means not only are you having sex unprotected, you're having sex and you're not on birth control. So you're not using condoms and you're not using birth control. Make that make sense. That is wild. And in 2025, y'all believe that HSV and HIV and AIDS and chlamydia and gonorrhea and syphilis, I guess y'all just, I guess we're not talking about it that much. We definitely ain't screaming AIDS from the rooftop like we used to. So I guess y'all feel like it's cured or it went away. It hasn't. And this man out here buying sex and having unprotected sex with all races and ages of women. I mean, my God. And this is what you are subjecting your body to. And why? Why won't y'all listen when I tell you 95% of the negative consequences of sex falls on the woman? Why are you struggling to make sense of that? That's the reason why. Women right now, I shouldn't have to talk you into abstaining. I can give you 1,000 reasons why you should abstain, but I really shouldn't, because your out of wedlock births, your rate of STD transmission, that should tell the story right there. That should tell you all you need to know. is that right there. Your heart being broken, your feelings being hurt, your money being stolen, you being beat up. That's your reason right there to abstain. That's your reason to go somewhere and sit down and reflect and pray to the Lord on high and do the inner work. Sit on somebody's couch, get into a course, get a workbook, get a journal, and do the inner work. The fact that you'd rather be with some of these no good dudes is mind altering. I can't do it. I can't do it. And you don't vet. You don't include your friends and your family in your vetting and get all these different people's opinions. You don't take them to your therapist. You don't have no early relationship counseling, pre-engagement counseling. Like, it is, mind altering. It is absolutely mind altering. I don't know how we got here. But platforms like mine, people like me, nope. You're not interested. You're not interested. You want to find out the hard way. So y'all stop sending me these videos. I'm going to keep it real. Stop sending me these dumb videos. Half the people who come into my DMs, I don't open your message. I'm sorry. I know this is going to sound harsh, but I don't. I don't open your messages. I don't respond to your messages because it's filled with stuff that is negative. It's filled with stuff that is toxic. Stop sending me these videos. These people do not want to learn and grow. They do not want to change. It is what it is. I'm coming to terms with it. I really am. I'm finally coming to terms with these people don't want to grow and change. They don't want to be accountable. They don't want to be radically responsible for their life. They want to keep making the worst choices ever, get bad results, and run to social media to cry about it. So nope. Like I said, we have to have a universal standard. And a man who has absolutely nothing to lose, he don't even have half of what you have. That is not a man that you should be entertaining. So you have to do the inner work. You have to heal the codependency. You have to heal the anxious attachment style. You have to heal the fearful avoidance. You have to heal the low self-esteem and the low self-worth. You have to heal the I'm an empath. Okay, stop. How about you take all that love that you have to give and give it to yourself? Okay, I'm a highly sensitive person. I'm an empath. Stop. Just stop. This is exhausting. It's absolutely exhausting to see women be used and abused like this. And it, like I said, y'all gonna hate me for saying this, but at the hands of themselves. because they keep making the same bad decisions over and over and over again. And we'll see women with these dudes. They'll see other women with these horrible dudes. And as soon as them dudes do that woman wrong, there they right up behind them. Oh, he ain't gonna do me that way. Oh, I'm different. What? How you gonna know a dude got kids all over the place, got cases, got domestic violence cases, and you dealing with them? Got restraining orders, and you dealing with them? It's like I said the other day, it's a mental illness. It is a collective mental illness that we are under right now. That things that were once completely taboo, y'all think is fine. Men who've been incarcerated, these are no-goes. These are no-goes, ladies. What do you think you're going to get? You're going to get a traumatized man. That's a no-go. That's a no. Sorry, but not sorry. So that's it. I just, like I said, stop sending me these videos. That's really here's the bottom line. Stop sending me these videos. Okay? Because I'm not going to open my DMs anymore. Unless it's a request for counseling or coaching, I don't open my DMs. I'm not going to. I'm about to turn it over to somebody else so I don't have to see it at all. But stop sending me this dumb stuff. And stop running out here and getting degree after degree, because all that's doing is making the common sense drain right out of your body. Y'all don't have basic common sense to know what type of men to deal with and what type of men not to deal with. How do you get involved with these creeps? Oh, Lord. All right. Have a great Saturday. I'm going to an event tonight that I completely forgot about. And look, I invited other people. I invited other people out to game night, and I completely forgot about game night. So now we have to have movie night at my house tomorrow. But I'm gonna make an appearance, y'all. I haven't been out since July 4th, so I need to make an appearance at this event. I told people I'm really trying. I'm really trying to be more social and get out. But right now, I got a big bill I need to pay off. So I just been working, trying to pay this bill off. But you know what? I'm gonna pick this book back up. I know I'm wrong. I promised that book months ago. And look, here I am. I ain't finished, so I'm on. And look, it's not even a long one. It's one of those tiny books. It's one of them tiny books that I've written in the past where I just, I offer that book up in digital. It's a tiny book in digital. And I need to sit down and finish that book. I know I should be ashamed of myself. So 21 Feminine Principles. I'm going to finish it, y'all. Before the summer is over, I'm going to finish that book. As God is my witness, because y'all need it. Y'all need that book so bad. It don't make no sense. I don't know if y'all have mothers, grandmothers, aunties, ladies in the church. Something is missing. Something is off. I don't know, but we need help. All right, have a great rest of the day. As always, stay open to love.